By the time I was in 11th grade, my mom already touched like 250K.
Right, back then.
Like, back then, like, but this is investment into my talent.
Right.
Like, this is things that where whoever was investing in me, I had to go do such and such and boom, boom, boom. So it was, it was different back then. Now everybody's getting paid, but this is back then where you had to hide that shit. Now it's like, this is the norm.
Welcome to another episode of the Teed Up Podcast. Got Uncle Phil here, my brother T. Morant.
Thanks for introducing me this time.
I mean, I introduced you last time, but
You say I don't need no introduction.
this one right here, like, this is a special interview right here. We got Brandon Jennings, Compton, stellar basketball player,
King of the NIL.
king of a lot of things. King of NIL, king of the first player to go overseas straight out of high school. But I want to start with Dominguez. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, Dominguez.
Dominguez.
High school.
I know Dennis Johnson, Tayshaun, who's with the front office with the Grizzlies.
Cedric Sabalas.
Cedric Sabalas, Tyson Chandler, coaching down in Dallas. Love what he doing with Derek Lively and stuff like that. How was it like growing up in Compton, first of all?
Man, well, it was a lot of moving around. I grew up as a single parent. My dad died when I was 8. So basketball was my journey. Like that was that's all I knew, right? So being around guys like Tyson Chandler early in my life, Tyson Chandler was, first person I ever saw go out of high school to the NBA, have a Escalade in high school, like seeing all these things. So it's like, being around that helped me a lot in my life because I knew where I can go in my life. And, being around Tyson, being around all these hoopers coming up, I knew that was my way out.
Right. This podcast, we like to tell the stories. Like, we just kind of came up with it because going through this journey with nephew Ja, everything was non-traditional. You know what I mean? It was like unranked kid, go to a small school, and there are some stories in the league. Dame, C.J. McCollum, Steph, of course, and some more.
Leonard.
But we sitting there like learning as we go.
Yeah. And
sitting back, and I'm like going 8.5 hours one way to Murray, Kentucky, and then, but we got to get back because we got to work on Monday morning and stuff like that. But we just taking it all in. But then at the same time, it's like, man, he goes from unknown to up into the top 3 in the draft and stuff. And I'm like, dude, what if we like could, you have this platform now that Ja's put us on, where we can actually be around and meet some of the people we saw playing, or
help educate the immigrant, to help educate really the parents.
Yes, more than anything.
As far as when it comes to being a professional or whatever.
Right, and with your story, like at Dominguez, like you one of the most decorated point guards I got to see.
Stop smiling so hard, bro. Damn. Stop smiling so hard, bro.
That I got to see, but of course being in the South, we didn't get to see LA ball, but then you make the shift to Oak Hill for your senior year and whatnot. Like what came to that decision? Who was in the room?
Yeah, well, like I said, Tyson Chandler. They're playing against Oak Hill. It's the first time I ever see Oak Hill. They're playing at Long Beach State College, and it's him versus Sagana Ja.
Okay, yeah.
Right, so this is the first time I see Steve Smith. I'm on the court. I'm a ball boy. It's like this Oak Hill team. Like, what is this, right? So first time I see him, and then Marcus Williams, who went to UConn, who played in the league, LA guard. He was one of the first guards to ever go to Oak Hill. So I'm like, man, what is this school, Oak Hill? Why are people leaving LA to go to Oak Hill? So when my time came, I was in the 9th grade. It was a basketball tournament out here in LA, and Oak Hill had played. They had Ty Lawson, they had Kevin Durant, and Eric Devendorf on the team. And I'm like, damn, this is the same Oak Hill squad. Like, he's still going. Like, and when my time is up, this is where I want to go. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is where I want to take my talent. So I just knew that me getting out of LA was going to be the best thing for me.
I see how you LeBron that shit.
Huh?
I see how you LeBron that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
This way you take my talent.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
ahead, go ahead.
So you know, me being young, being you know, getting a lot of hype and getting everything I want. I mean, I'm getting cell phones, I'm getting money, I'm getting cars, I'm getting whatever I want.
High
So
school, right?
yeah, and you know, my mom's a single parent mother, so it's hard to kind of contain me, and I don't really have the tools or any type of discipline to have somebody tell me what to do. So Oak Hill was the best thing for me.
I got you.
You know, just for me to grow up, learn how to wash my own clothes, be by myself. I graduated with 20.
Be a man.
Yeah, be a man. You know, I went up there with Nolan Smith. Shout out Nolan Smith because he helped me out a lot on my journey from coming from LA to all the way to Oak Hill was, you know, totally different. So being able to have those peers and just being able to lock into the gym, bro, I knew I was destined. Like, that's why I was always talking my shit. Like, ain't no, you better than me as a basketball player?
You better show me.
Yeah, like you gotta show me. Like I've always took my talents to where the best competition is.
Right.
Like I've never ducked no competition. Go ask OJ Mel.
Okay.
No.
we give back a shout out to Nolan. He in Memphis.
Yeah.
But what avenue did the people take to get you the cars and the money and the?
Well, I mean, growing up, you know, single parent. I mean, you know, if you look at a talented kid that's very talented, and you look at his background, you first thing they're looking at is the mom and dad. Where's the mom and dad, right? So then you find your weakness, right? So the weakness is, oh shit, he ain't got a dad.
You got a dad,
right? So it's easy to manipulate the mother because the mother's never seen this type of money or don't really know what's coming. All she knows that her son can be, you know, this next big superstar.
nice.
So, you know, the first thing as a mother, what you want to do is survive, of course, right? You want to survive. So, you know, everybody's offering, everybody's doing this, everybody's doing that. Like, by the time I was in 11th grade, my mom already touched like 250K.
Right. Back then.
Like, you know, back then, like, you know, but this is investment into my talent.
Right.
Like, this is things that where whoever was investing in me, I had to go do such and such and boom, boom, boom. So it was, it was different back then. Now everybody's getting paid, but this was back then where you had to hide that shit. Now it's like, you know, this is the norm.
Right.
Like,
So was it a payback once you got to the bread?
Oh, for sure. And that was the most messed up part about it all, because I'm a young kid. You telling me you really care about me, but at the end, you really looking for something towards the end because you're banking on my success. So yeah, of course, once I went to Italy, was people calling for their money back? Of course, yeah. Did I have to pay people back? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's crazy because I went through it but didn't go through it.
Yeah.
Like, it was people offering crazy money. Like me and my brother and sister-in-law, God bless, and my wife, we were Jaws backing as far as if you trying to recruit my son, Ja channeled everything to us. You know, so it was people that's saying, okay, I'll give you $500,000 to represent your son right now. He's at Murray. My biggest fear was I didn't want to be the reason why Ja wasn't ineligible. No NIL then. But I said, nah, I'm not going to do that, because I'm thinking, okay, if you paying me $500,000, how much you trying to make on my son on the back end, right? I told him no. He called back like 30 minutes later, like, okay, $750,000. I'm like, nah, we gonna go through this process, you know, as a group. You know, so we never took anything.
Right.
Never.
I interviewed everybody. Like I was in corporate America, so my thing was like, look, let me just I'm already doing it for a telecommunication company. Let me just put some questions together, you know what I'm saying? And I'm interviewing these, but we're talking sophomore in college, projected. You're talking high school. And we're, you know what I'm saying, like
weirded out.
Urban legends, or you see it on a movie or a show or something like that. It's like, say, a New York City, Chicago, LA. I'm envisioning a high school kid, and these are the people, like the street people, who like, look, we gonna give you this to keep you out of this street life and stuff like that. But it's a back end, but you don't know it, you know what I'm saying? Or you're not aware of it. You just know I'm talented, And they, you know what I'm saying, they throwing bread at me.
Yeah,
Or did you know?
Yeah, I mean, I was paying my mama rent at 11 years old hooping. Man.
Jesus.
Like, you know, like I played for one of the best AAU teams. You can ask DeMar DeRozan. We played on the same AAU team at 11, 12 years old, and we were running through everybody. So, you know, the Drew Holidays.
At 11?
Yeah, by 11, 12 years old, 13, yeah, we were getting, it was like that. Like, we were like that. So that's why when I talk about, like, you know, when people say, oh, man, he was going, you know, talking about Drew Holiday, you know, Drew Holiday is somebody that really inspired me growing up. DeMar DeRozan, Larry Drew, and Malcolm Lee. And the reason why I wanted to be so much better than them, because I envied them because they had both parents.
Right, got you.
You know, in their life. So, you know, I'm coming to the gym at a young age, and I'm seeing Drew Holiday with both his parents, DeMar DeRozan, Larry Drew, Malcolm Lee, and it made me really envy of them just because I knew that at the end of the day, they're going home to both parents with the tools and everything, and I got to figure out, you know, where's my next meal, or I got to play in this AAU tournament. So I had to be better. Like that drove me to want to be, you know, better than them, like for, you know, competition wise. But yeah, that really, like, you know, and then, you know, of course I grew up and, you know, I understood more life. But when I was younger, yeah, I used to really, like 11, 12, 14, I used to really envy them because of that.
So
you envy the household.
Yeah, the household.
The household
not them, but
not the skill level.
No, not the skill level. Just to like, damn, look at the support.
The man.
Like, you know, so, and I really missed that as a kid growing up.
Right.
But yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
So going from LA to Mouth of Wilson, Virginia.
Yeah.
I know that was a culture shock like a motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Like, because we played, my junior college played against Oak Hill. We was a small school in Morristown, Tennessee.
Yeah,
but at that time, we got beat by like 13. But Jeff McGinnis was a junior, I think.
Okay.
Touche.
He came from Charlotte. And I remember after the game, and the reason I'm asking, I want to know about, I never went to Mouth of Wilson. They came to us. Well, after the game, like, you know, we talking, and he like where the bitches at? And I'm like, well, bro, you play for Oak Hill. He like, it ain't no chance where we at. Coming from LA to that, like, bro, you got to explain like that.
It was definitely a culture shock, but I was so locked in because I wanted to be the best and I wanted to be number one. So basketball was everything. I mean, I graduated Oak Hill with 20 people in my class.
Damn.
So it was only about 80 kids at the school when I was there.
What you graduate? 19?
Huh?
You graduated 19 out of 20?
2008.
No, when you graduated.
Oh, 18.
Out of the 20 people?
20, uh-huh.
What number you were?
He trying to rank y'all, bro.
I don't know. I don't know. I was just there to pass and whatever. I just give me my.
Probably was 21.
Give me my damn diploma. Right. Just give me my diploma, okay? Right. I did enough for this school.
Right.
Okay, I got next fifth player of the year. I'm all that. I did what I was supposed to do. Y'all made y'all money off me.
Big facts.
So, and you know, played for legendary Steve Smith.
Yeah.
You graduate and everything, and of course y'all done had the conversation. Arizona.
Yeah.
I do remember that and whatnot. What was like I'm going overseas, bro.
Well, what happened was Luke Olson, he had retired.
Okay, I got you.
Remember, he had retired when I was finna go there, and I was talking to Gerald Bayless, and Gerald Bayless was like, I don't know if I'm gonna come back. So, and he was like, I don't know this new coach like that, and the draft stock, the way it's looking, like they said I'm top 10.
Right.
In which he was. So I was like, all right. So it's supposed to be me, Gerald Bayless, Chase Budinger, and Jordan Hill.
Okay. Yeah, y'all had
right, and we were supposed to be under Luke Olson. When Luke Olson retired, I was kind of more like, well, I was coming here for you. So you retired, I don't really know this new coach.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I talked to Sonny Vaccaro, got on the phone with Sonny. Michael Thompson was talking about why don't kids skip on college and go overseas. Got with Sonny. Sonny was like, you sure you ready for this, young fella? Went to Vegas, was training with Joe at Impact with Joe. Next thing you know, Sonny had me on a flight to Italy. And then right after that, I got a deal with Under
Michael Clay's dad, Michael?
Yes. Clayton, yep. Him and Sonny Vaccaro was on the radio show talking about why the kids don't skip out, try to find another avenue. And I called Sonny, I was like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm like,
you just said fuck it.
Yeah, I was like, fuck it, I'm ready to say let's go.
To go against the grain like that as a pioneer is a statue in itself.
Yeah.
And to see all this NIL right now
Yeah.
is like a tribute to you. How do you feel about that?
I'm happy that it was a success, right? And I'm happy that kids are able to get paid because when I first went overseas, you know, and I was talking to Ricky Rubio, me and Rubio, we were doing the Slam magazine cover shot before we got drafted. And I was just asking him like, yo, man, how long you been getting paid to play? He was like, since 14.
Wow.
You know, I'm looking at him like,
Yeah,
I thought,
I'm looking at him like,
little bro,
yeah,
little bro,
yeah,
you
like,
know?
yeah, he looking at me like, yeah, he looking at me like, I mean, I've been getting checks for like, what you mean? When I've been getting, like, you know, like it was a bar. I was like, oh, okay.
Right.
So this is why I'm here.
That's how I look at Luka. I'm like, yo, he been a pro. So none of this is really new to him. He been getting money. He been having the top-notch cars, clothes, all that stuff. You know what I mean? So coming over here, it's like, you know, I just got to get acclimated to how y'all do it in the States. I've already been doing this.
Yeah, I mean, Ricky Rubio was playing since he was 14, so he's been around grown men.
Yep.
So like, he's been getting ready and maturing. Like, you know, you got to think about travel, practice, like who you're around, how you're learning the game. Like, they're getting so much insight early. That's why they're running the league now.
Right.
Like that's why you know, look at the Europeans, they're running the league.
You get the Under Armour deal, so you're like the first signature.
Yeah.
Under Armour guy.
Basketball, yeah.
Equity.
Yeah.
You got equity then or later?
Then.
Shit. Like, bro, how is this mind cultivated? Single parent. I'm getting money at 11 years old. Well, I'm paying rent at 11 years old. I'm getting money. Basically, I'm getting NIL before
You was in the house at
NIL.
11.
Yeah.
I go to Oak Hill. I decide I'm going to Italy. I got a shoe deal. I go over there. How's Italy?
Italy is great.
Hold on, time out. What you were doing at 11?
The baseball. So I mean, I was washing dishes and sweeping floors, getting like $5 allowance. That's about it.
But when you was 11,
Yeah.
I was like 9
I ain't
or
even
10.
paying no bills.
But to be the man of the house
Yeah.
at 11,
Yeah.
paying bills is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's a gift and a curse though, because the tools though, like the tools of life, like the tools that I was missing, the love, like the just being a kid, like a lot of things in my life I wasn't able to do. That's why when I got to league, I was so wild. You know, and you know, till to this day, you know, me and my mother, we don't have a great relationship because everything was money.
God bless her. God bless her. Give her grace. Give her grace.
So, you know, as a man, you know, you got to go through all this, and you know, I just feel like for me, through all this, I just wish I had the tools.
Right.
Like I wish I had the love with it through. As much as I love the game of basketball, like that's why I said I was so envious of what these other players that were going against the households, because it's like, damn, like I'm whooping your ass, but it's just still like, you know, you got that support and I can see it.
It's like
you know,
you
so,
winning.
Yeah, you know,
overall.
so
You
and I don't
ain't
think
getting the attaboy.
yeah,
You
and I
ain't
don't think
getting
a
the
lot of
attaboy.
people realize that
Good
when we're
job.
hoopers. You know, it's just, oh, go hoop, but it's like, yo, how you go home? Like, and the way I went home wasn't like everybody else. So,
Right.
You know, so I just wish that was better in my life. But, you know, I'm 35 now, I grow older, and, you know, I just want to be able to to teach the next a better way.
Your training regimen, what did you do? Who trained you? How did
Right,
you
so
get
10th
that
grade, right, when I got that money, 10th grade, I got that money to, and they were they
Hey,
started.
bro, you ain't got to keep on
Yes.
throwing the bag at me.
Just saying, the bag has always been, the bag is there. Like the bag is, they telling me where I'm headed.
Yeah.
The bag, listen, the bag is there.
Right.
All right, the bag is always
So
there.
from 11 years old, you
The
had
bag is
bag.
there. So when the bag is there, I know what time it is. It's
Hold
showtime.
on. Let me go back a little bit. So, as an 11-year-old,
Yeah.
going to the 6th grade, you had all the Jordans?
Had all the Jordans. I played on one of the best teams called South Coast All-Stars. My mom actually moved us from, so we lived out here in LA, right in the hood. We moved all the way to Orange County.
Okay.
So if anybody know what Orange County is, that's beach, all white people, all very nice. So, you know, I had some
So you
diverse.
got that bag.
A lot, that bag. It was that money, it was that bag. So I had that diverse early. But I also had I always respected all my coaches. I loved I feel like all my coaches I ever had showed me and was very a father figure into my life. And I always respected all my coaches. That's why I was able to, I always feel like my success in my career basketball is all because of my coaches and people I had around.
Gotcha. My thing, you go to Italy. Italy was a success.
Yeah.
You know, of course, we didn't get to see the games here in the States and stuff, but here comes the draft. Your intention was always to go into the draft. If you could have went straight out of Oak Hill, you probably would have
Oh,
went.
for sure. No, that's a fact. I averaged 35 out of high school. I'm not,
So you
Pop
go.
your shit there.
Yeah.
I'm
You
not
go
playing.
to Italy, the draft. I just remember you walking on the stage. I don't think you was in the green room.
No, I wasn't. Nah, because I felt like they were going to try to make an example out of me, right? Because I went to overseas. So they were trying to show people that, you know, if you go overseas, then you're not going to go lottery.
Yeah.
So they were really hesitant. My agent at the time, Bill Duffy. You know, I met Bill Duffy, like, you know, my life been crazy. I met Bill Duffy when I was in the 9th grade. You know, I've been my agents. Like, my life is crazy. My life is a movie. Like, I've seen all this shit coming early. So I knew who was my agent going to be when I first got drafted. I knew who my financial advisor. Everything was set up. It was like boom, boom, boom. But the reason why I skipped on it because, you know, they were trying to make an example out of me, I felt, and I was talking a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I was talking a lot of shit early. Like
So
I
they
said,
didn't like that brash.
yeah, like I came over here cocky because, you know, I'm looking like, well, I went through a whole year. I averaged 5 points. I see all my peers over here and they're getting all this college love. And I'm like, well, let's get in these workouts. Like, let's see what's really cracking.
Right.
Like, let's see who really know how to come off a pick and roll and who know how to do all this and all that. They wasn't ready.
Right.
But it's just my mouth. Like, I was just, you know. I was
So you're
I know you walked on the stage like.
yeah, because I did that because Sonny Vaccaro was right there. I was like, yo, we did it. Right? I was like, yo, we did it. Like, it's legit now.
I
We
just
did it. Hey,
remember that
yo, we broke the
decision.
code, baby. They gonna have to pay us. They have to pay everybody now.
I remember that. I
Yeah,
was like,
for
yo,
real.
he got his arms out when they call it.
Like,
Because it was like a
hey,
look.
like, what the fuck y'all thought?
Yeah, what
Nah,
y'all thought? What
yeah,
y'all,
now, I'm
what y'all
here
thought this
now.
was? Yeah, like, yeah. That's why with Jeff T.
It was a little bit of a, like, you know, on award shows where they call the person out and then somebody say, after a couple seconds they like, so-and-so wasn't able to make it, but we gonna accept this and they honor. It was like a little bit of a pause, and then you see him come walking up because everybody else walking up the stage.
I'm like Soulja Boy in the NBA. I'm the first to do a lot of shit.
So I'm fucking with that for real. So we passed the NIL.
Yeah.
Talk about the mixtape.
Okay.
Cause you was like one of the first of that too. Like, all right, like highlight, not like street ball mixtape, but I'm talking about like a mixtape where other players actually started making their own stuff, putting it on the internet. Not like social media right now, cause that's the shit that frustrates the hell out me with the parents these days.
Gosh.
Everybody wants anybody with a camera to just get my kid and let's put it, and it's like.
That fucker had like 6 points the whole damn weekend.
But they got
But he got a mixtape.
He got a mixtape, but it looked good. He done came down, got
Boy,
ready
that
for the
fucking
game,
cold.
stretched. You know what I'm saying? Threw a pass,
That
did
fucking
this,
cold as hell.
got into it with somebody.
Yeah. Was
Yeah,
that?
every
Would you
1.2
look at
points
that
a
as
game.
like yo, that was good shit, or like that kind of?
No, that was peak. Like, that was the peak of it because it was new. So the fact that you was a kid and they was somebody from Baller's Life Hoop Mixtape to send you a highlight and be like, yo, post this on your MySpace. I mean, come on.
Right.
Like, you know,
said
I mean, you know,
MySpace.
that was the
And you
MySpace
did say
era.
MySpace.
Like, I mean, that was my era. So, you know, 2006, 2007, you put your highlight up there, it's like, ooh-wee. Like, you know,
boy,
so.
that boy
that was
about to make it.
Yeah, you know, he next up. Next up.
I think it wasn't that long ago when Austin Rivers was talking about kids putting together mixtapes. Now, like, you know, like, do you think, like, now with today's basketball and everything, like, kids putting out mixtapes, do you think that helps them? I mean, I don't even know how the kids are even being recruited anymore. I just know transfer portal is the top thing everybody's saying now. But do you think, like, you know, a kid making a mixtape now, trying to put it out on social media, their own social media feed, do you think it kind of gets the same type of traction.
Nah, it doesn't anymore because now like they want to show and prove. You know, it's so like people can actually come see you now and play. So it's like if you really like that, you don't need to put no mixtape out. They'll put it out there and they'll let you know how you really are. So if you putting out a mixtape for yourself, you don't need to do all that. You ain't like that.
Right.
Like let your game speak for yourself and let's get back to the competition. And just like we were back in high school and all these, like we wasn't ducking no smoke. Go where the smoke is.
Right.
If you want to get a knowledge, go where the smoke is.
Right.
Yeah, just go where the smoke is. You think I was ducking OJ Mel, Bill Walker, Derrick Rose, and Eric Gordon and all these guys back in the day? I was younger than them. No, I want to go where the smoke is.
Right.
Pop it there.
What are you talking about? Let's stay hostile.
Busting your ass.
Huh?
They fucking busting your ass.
I'm right there. I had to earn my stripes though. I was holding it down though. It's all right though. I'll be ready next year. Whatever. But hey, I had to earn my stripes though. I wasn't scared.
Yeah. What would you rank?
Number one.
Coming out.
Yeah, number one. Yeah, I don't know nothing
Arrogant
else. I don't know nothing else.
That's like the most. You could have at least thought about it.
No, it ain't no thought. I mean, I'm done playing now, so I'm just telling you what it is. It ain't no thought. It's what it is.
Right.
It's what it is. Like that's just like your son. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Like this is what I do.
But
like,
he wasn't ranked.
Don't matter though. But he always had that chip on his shoulder though. You can tell. It don't matter if you ranked or not. It's like you could tell a killer when he walked through the door or not.
Yeah. That's a true story.
It don't matter about no rankings. Let's get between these lines and let's see who lasts longer.
Man, if you better than me, you better show me.
Yeah.
That's a true story too.
Don't matter. Care about you talked about your son not being ranked. You know, Tracy McGrady wasn't ranked, and he went to ABCD camp and left ABCD camp the #1 player.
Well, Ja wasn't ranked. He went to CP3. I don't know what the hell his ranking was coming out of there. He came from 29 to goddamn 13.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you can go in there not ranked and have a name, but you'll leave out of there and they'll know who you are.
Once you put in the work.
So
that's
what I always tell kids. They don't care, man. Just show it.
How much did you used to train?
I used to train a lot.
Coming up.
I trained a lot. I used to do cross training too, and I didn't know what that was at first, but it was cross training. It was to help. Everybody do the bands and everything now, so it was a lot of training. Kobe Bryant was that's when Kobe Bryant was getting up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and he was wearing the Kobe tights, and that's when everybody started getting up in the morning. Like Kobe had a thing, like I heard in LA, like if Kobe was doing it, everybody else was doing it. So my work ethic had a lot to do with that mama mentality coming up.
Man, it's crazy because Ja was like a fiend for video games, and with him and his brother Tap, they were playing, and like it's like I came in from work, they playing the video game. I feed them, about to go to sleep, they playing the video game. Wake up from work, they playing the video game. So I say, when y'all playing the game, somebody playing the game. Y'all know what that mean? They like, nah. So I left. I said, by time I get back from work, y'all better tell me what that mean. Came back, they still don't know. I say, nah, when y'all playing the game like this, somebody's out there playing that game. When they see y'all, they gonna bust y'all ass. For real. And shit, after that it was like, okay, let's work out. So that's why I asked you the question, like how much you was working out.
Yeah, I worked out a lot. I mean, especially when I got to Oak Hill, man, I got the key to the gym. Man, remember, Oak Hill's like a college campus. So it's only 80 kids in there. So 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning, they got the keys to the gym. I'm working out, me, Nolan Smith. We working out, we running fives, and so we started, what they call it, the Breakfast Club. We called it the Breakfast Club up there. So, and nobody knows what's going on.
Right.
Like remember, there's no cameras, there's no like filming. We just getting ready. So when whoever want to come through here, you know what time it is. Belt to ass. What they say, belt to ass.
Belt to ass.
It's all that. So that's why. And then that's the year we went 40-1. And then after that year with Nolan. My work ethic just went to another level. Like I just knew how to work. Like I knew what it took to be like, great or be, the best.
You got to Milwaukee, and I heard from Ray Allen and Tony Delk. Tony Delk had won the championship with Kentucky, most outstanding player in the March Madness, and and he was with Charlotte.
Yeah.
He was behind Muggsy, and I was asking, like how was practice? He said, bro, all the practices was tougher with Patino.
Mm-hmm.
He said, and Muggsy ain't practiced in months. You know, you get to Milwaukee, did they give you the ball or like?
I had to earn it.
Yeah.
I had Scott Skiles as my coach.
Oh yeah,
You know
Coach,
Scott Skiles
you
as a
said
player.
this. Yeah.
You know Scott Skiles is a nonsense coach. So,
Yeah.
but the thing is, I went from Europe to Scott Skiles. So my European coach was crazy.
Gotcha.
You know, they over there, they're crazy. So I went from there to there. So, but it was structure.
Yeah.
You know, I perform well under structure.
Right.
When there's no structure, you know,
Right.
I'm the kid with a single parent.
Right.
But when I have structure, I'm disciplined and I know what it takes to do what I do. That's why, you know, in Milwaukee, they didn't have me start in the first game. I had to go in there and earn it.
Right.
Like I had to go in there and beat out Luke Renard.
Oh, Ridnour, yeah, because he was Seattle and then he came.
Yep. I had Luke Ridnour, you know, Michael Redd was still there,
Yeah,
Andrew
that
Bogut.
goddamn
We had Kurt Thomas, Jerry Stackhouse. You know, it was some guys over there.
Yeah.
But it was a good group of guys. But my coach is the reason why.
I got you. So this is rookie year. Was the 7th game of the season?
7th game.
55 points. Man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Come on,
just go
bro.
crazy.
Stop that shit.
Stop what?
Stop that shit, bro.
What am I doing?
You just shrugging your
What you
shoulders
mean?
like,
Hey, I'm loving it. I'm loving this
you
shit.
just don't wake up and get 55 fucking points.
Yes, you do.
You were like 50. You say yes, you do?
I mean, if you
how many times you did it?
I did it once, but I
But
mean,
yes, you do, though.
yeah, but I'm
supposed to say 55 and goddamn shrug your shoulders.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It's like, you know, like the 55 was the game, but I think it's just that year. Like the fact that I went to Europe, right? They said it wasn't going to work. It worked, and I came into the league, and the Bucks was in a drought. Like they didn't make the playoffs in 8 years. So making the playoffs my rookie year, yeah, the 55, but just having a great the start.
Hold
of
on, that was like a
Yeah, that was that Kawhi Leonard. like that was that Kawhi Leonard moment. Like y'all thought going overseas was it? Yeah, now everybody's getting paid. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
55. That's, oh man. I love it. I love the energy.
I appreciate the bravado. I love that shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially people who can talk it and back it up. Mm-hmm. And I'm a point guard fan. Always was because I played the position. But one thing I appreciated about your game, I was a Kenny Anderson fan.
Ooh, I got a okay.
So the lefty was the first thing, and then the popping your shit on the court. Like that's what I appreciated about your game more than anything. Cause I didn't know this. I didn't know you was like ahead of your game as far as like business wise, who I'm putting in place, all this. Cause like he just talked about earlier, we didn't know that. We didn't even know how to formulate this, and we dealing with a kid that's actually playing basketball that happens to be my nephew, his son, respectfully.
Yeah.
But it's like hearing this, it's like, man, you gain more of an appreciation. You're a signature guy. You basically like, look, I'm going for the right reasons. I wanted to play under Lou Olson. I wanted to play with this particular
Harriet Tubman
team.
of basketball type shit. The fuck? That motherfucker like, fuck it. I ain't gonna knock on the door. I'm gonna kick that bitch down.
I mean, you know, we are the culture. Like we move the needle.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we move the needle no matter what it is. So, you know, the one thing I will say to the youngest coming up, man, I wish I would have kept him closer to me because he's always been there in my life, is God.
Right.
You know, it was a time in my life where I was just not, you know, tuned in with God, and a lot of like the Achilles injuries, and you know, the Achilles injury was it was a gift and a curse, but it was one of the best things that happened in my life, man.
Really?
Because I was able to realize who was around me.
Gotcha.
Right.
Gotcha.
It gave me time to really sit down, and I felt like God was telling me, like, you need to sit down and see what's around you and see what type of people are around you, because me giving you 80 million and you don't know what's around. I don't know who you're gonna be.
Right.
Like, you know, that was just my talks with
Right.
it. So, just that's what I would tell kids. Like, man, just make sure you keep God first, and you know you keep people around you that can help you.
Right.
I think that's the biggest thing.
I see that a lot. You know, again, this is year 6. I observe a lot.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to nephew on the court and stuff like that, I'm strictly a fan. The business side, that's what I wake up in the morning for. You know, like how do we grow this? I know that you're big in your philanthropy, you're big in your entrepreneurial stuff, you know, whether it be in the sneakers or clothing line, Tuff Crowd. Like I said, I was blessed with some of it, probably just second or third year. You know, hell, I still the same T-shirt you got. Yours fresh. My shit is all wrinkled around the damn collar and everything. But it's like seeing a lot of these young kids now and the type of money they getting. I see it. It's like, man, I don't know who's around them. They're getting to have that fun, but it's like, first of all, they're not professional because most of them never worked a job before in their life these days, you know what I'm saying? And then you give them millions of dollars when they've been taken care of for so many years. Like now you getting money and you got more money than probably your parents ever made or will make. You know, like, what do you see with that?
I think the biggest thing is we got to look ourselves in the mirror. Like I said, the biggest thing for me, I had to look at myself in the mirror when I tore my Achilles. Like, what is going on, right? When things are happening, you're going to make all this money, but there's going to things that are going to come at you. There's going to be things that you can't control. There's going to be things that, you know, at the end of the day, you're a dad. You're going to tell your kid to do the best he can, right? But you can't watch him 24/7 or thing like that. You're just wishing, you're just hoping for the best, praying God, and you're just wishing the best. So you did your job. Like now it's just more about just being there and just making sure like, yo, like, listen, man, like you hot right now. It's going to be a day where you're going to be 35 like B. Jennings and you're going to have to prove to people that you're more than just a basketball player. Right? Like one day the ball's going to stop.
Hey, the ball go flat.
Right? The ball going to stop one day.
Facts.
And then people want to know, okay, well, now who are you?
Right.
Like that's why I always talk my shit and I tell people, yeah, who I am, like what I've done. Like I'm not like what I've done in this game for the game of basketball. Yeah, I'm him, or whatever they want to call it, or whatever. Like in my way, and I'm not the greatest basketball player. I didn't have the greatest career, but what I brought to the game and what I can inspire for the next youth. Yeah, come on,
what you did for your family and everybody.
Family, everybody. Yeah. So,
what do you think about like? Because I respect overseas basketball wholeheartedly because my thing is if your dream is to be a professional basketball player, how do you view that? You know, like I try to be honest with the kids. We got 8th grade boys team, we got 8th grade girls team, and we got 7th grade boys. And I just know the sport can, you know, it could be the gift and the curse. It could be that like, man, you've been chasing this and like, could you see, like, I even hate when some of the parents come up to me, like the fathers more so, man, hey, Phil, I'll give you, and you probably will, bro. I don't play no basketball no more. I've been stopped playing that shit. But my whole thing is, you could go overseas and make a good living playing basketball. If they see you and they want you, stop chasing this. That's not coming.
Yeah.
You know, that's not coming.
The greatest thing about the game of basketball, it's a world game, right? I started my career overseas.
Yeah.
I became a professional basketball player once I went out of high school overseas. So going overseas taught me so much thing about life, fashion, music, just who I am, taking a risk, learning different languages. I went to Rome, I went to China, I went to Russia.
Right.
All these places helped me start my brand, Tuff Crowd.
Right.
Like think about it, that's a tough crowd itself.
Yeah.
Like, my whole journey in my life is a tough crowd. So I don't think like we really know who we are until we start taking risks and start seeing other things in life. Like I didn't know I was going to be a fashion designer. I thought I was going to be a basketball player for the rest of my life.
So you hands-on with all of it, like yo.
Everything, everything. Tough Crowd is mine, 100%.
So the logo, the dog, with it's a Doberman?
Yeah, Doberman, hostile. Like that's how I played. That's how my life is. I feel like that's how I approach my life, taking risks. And the Doberman is the first protective dog. So you got to protect yourself first before you can help anybody else.
Man, I love it.
I fuck with it.
Come on, man. It's real though. It's just life. It's real. Like
I fuck with it.
we are who we are.
In this world.
How would you advise like some of the kids now? Like I said, we just had Gil. Y'all both been in the league, so you know something about that side, and you was overseas. How would you advise, like, let's say, what's the kid that going to BYU?
The kid that's coming out of high school, right?
Yeah, AJ. Like, let's say, they wanted to sit down and talk to you. Like, of course, you got the big BYU, NIL and stuff like that, scholarship, whatever. However they naming it now. Like, what advice would you give, like, somebody like that, like, moving forward?
First, I'm going to just say stay spiritual. Like, that's the biggest thing. And stay your ass in the gym.
Yeah.
and control what you can control. Like this, and all money ain't good money.
Exactly.
The payback.
Yeah,
You
like
say that.
How much did you have to pay back? How much did you have to pay back?
a nice little amount. A nice little amount.
You had a big bag.
You know, a nice little amount. You know, I mean, $250,000 out of high school. I mean, you know.
As long as you ain't got to walk out the house looking over your shoulder and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That part.
But you know, I wouldn't trade my journey for anything.
Right.
You know,
I like that.
You know, whatever God wanted to bless me with, it's all in His control. But man, my life in basketball, what basketball has taught me and what it showed me in my life is, you know, it made me the man I am today. So the game of basketball, just the sound of the ball, the gym and everything, it's like the beauty of it is like, it's an art form.
You go to games?
Yeah, oh yeah, I go to games. I be in Milwaukee a lot. I do a lot of collabs with the Bucks.
Okay.
So that's why I said, man, the game of basketball, it'll bring you back.
Right.
Like if it'll bring you back if you're good to it. Like if you appreciate it, then you appreciate the people who's helped you through it. So now I'm doing collabs. I did a collab with Oak Hill. I did a collab with Steph Curry. I did a collab with the Bucks. I'm trying to do a collab with Giannis. So it's like all my peers are helping me build my brand. And it's
I would think the Knicks, because you was with them a minute.
Yeah.
Milwaukee is it.
Yeah,
Baby, you lying your ass off.
I like the Midwest.
Yeah. You still live out that way? Or you?
No, I'm here. I'm here in LA.
Gotcha. You just go back and forth.
Back and forth.
whatnot.
Yes.
I got you. Like, you know, T, what you appreciated about Brandon Jennings' game?
That left-hand
I
assassin.
swear I think y'all came to Columbia to Chick-fil-A. I'm gonna have to research that.
You said something about Kenny Anderson, right? Earlier.
Yeah.
I got a mixtape of Kenny Anderson in 8th grade and it changed my life. Like that's why I played like Kenny Anderson.
Not when he heard it with you.
No, that was college.
I got a college mixtape of Kenny Anderson at Georgia Tech, and I used to watch it every day in the 8th grade when I was in 8th grade. And I was like, yo, this is the guy. I got to play like
that miracle whip. Miracle whip.
Yeah.
Because but again, Kenny was like, he was different. When he came to Georgia Tech, and Crimmins just had a thing for New York guards. Like he got Kenny, he got Marbury and whatnot. I don't know Mark Price, but I know Mark was killing before Kenny got there and whatnot. But I was like, because it wasn't, I didn't see too much lefty guards, you know what I mean? But ACC being in the South, it's like, bro, who is this dude right here? And he was just chopping. The part in the middle, I don't know, was it him or Larry Johnson?
LJ.
I was like, bro, Buddy is tough, man.
But that's why I played like a New York guard.
Yeah.
A lot of people thought I was from New York.
But you could shoot.
I could shoot, yeah. But
People from New York can't shoot.
Yeah. But I think my aggressiveness and how I
I'm
play.
gonna keep on saying that.
They
got
can't.
something to say.
Oh no.
You from the West?
Yeah.
The song got something to
I mean,
say.
no. New York guards, no. New York point guards, they be building houses. Jump shots.
Yeah. Because I'm looking at it like, bro, the journey of it all. You walked away from the game at an early age,
So I walked away from the game because of family situations. Like I said, I don't have a really tight relationship with my mother, and a lot of things, you know, at some point in your life, you know, as a man, when you're doing everything, you kind of just be like, all right, yes, okay,
yeah, like that's the shoulder drop, like the fuck.
Yes, I had one of those moments, and I had one of those, and I went through a lot of dark times. With my Achilles, you know, saying getting traded and all this, it was very dark for me for a moment. I had to build myself out of that, so I took a trip to China, and you know, I had to get myself back right. Like I said, you got to look yourself in the mirror when you knowing that I created everything that's around me. So all the chaos and everything that's going on right now is because of what I created. So I had to realize that and just pick myself back up.
So you did it. Now you're not the target.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I had to, and you have to leave some people behind.
Yeah.
Facts.
Like I left a lot of people behind, like just off the fact for my peace and happiness now in my life. Like, you know, you'd be surprised how better your life is when you're not around certain people.
Yeah.
I'm just being serious. Like, as much as it is, it's just like, yo, right now I need a break.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I can empathize, but again, we never walked in those shoes. So a lot of times, you know, I'm thinking about nephew's mental more than the game itself, because again, we went to work, and it's not the same, you know. And a lot of times, being around the athletes, you wanna remind them of that. Like, your parents was working jobs they didn't like, you know, or there was dark times and stuff like that, but they wasn't getting half the money you're getting. But when you getting up at 21, 22 years old, you walking out the house and everybody slumped the fuck over, and you going to work. Like, yeah, I was with y'all last night. I funded the whole, but now I got to go to work, and then I come home, and then it's day 2, week 2, month 2, year 2, year 12. You're like, hold on, man. And then you sit back and you like,
what's going on?
Like, anybody gonna do something besides me?
Yeah. So the best thing I would say is, if you're around anybody that's successful, make sure you have something to bring to the table.
Right.
If you don't have anything to bring to the table, you're going to end up being dead weight.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we're just going to get rid of you. So
then all of us are going to be together.
You know, so
Inshallah.
You know, as many relationships as Ja has, as many relationships as I had coming up, a lot of people have been around me. They didn't take advantage of their opportunities and the people that's around. So that's the big thing too. When you're around these guys that have a lot of money, remember they're athletes. Like, we're athletes. Like, we're not doing this shit day to day. We don't. First of all, we don't want to be bothered. And we got to get ready for Russell Westbrook, James Harden, this person. You think I'm worrying about what's going on over here? I got a 5-home game streak against all these players. And so you got to make sure you have people that's around you that's building, just like you.
You looking at the league now and whatnot, who reminds you close to or similar to the type of game you like, and like, hey man, I like what he's doing out there on the court, man?
I mean, I'm on his dad's broadcast, Ja. I mean, the aura, the swag, the confidence, it's the aura to me though. It's just like, I can see aura from a distance, and I know somebody who just like, I'm him. Like that alone like just like, that makes me a fan, and it makes me, you know, respect you just so much, because it's like, yo, you taking the risk and you telling people like, this is what it is, and you doing it.
Right.
I love somebody that say it and then go do it, and
Ant-Man.
No, your son.
No, I say no, Ant-Man.
Oh yeah, Ant-Man too, but Ja for sure. Like Ja was like,
you said him.
Huh?
You said him. That is him. 12 is him.
Yeah, him. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I respect it. It's like the last since AI.
Yeah.
Like I came in the league, tattoos, everything, like AI. So it's just a different type of aura that you gotta have for me.
Like Ja be Ja.
You got kids?
Yeah, I got 3 boys.
They play basketball?
Yep.
So you encourage, you gonna play basketball, or like, look, if you like it, we gonna fuck with it. If not, we try.
I want them to be happy.
Gotcha.
You know, their dad is tapping into different avenues too in life, so not just basketball, fashion, broadcasting, media too. So I'm showing them that, you know, there's different lanes that you can, you know, you have opportunity in. So if you want to be a basketball player, you know, go ahead. I just want the best for them.
Yeah.
How old?
12, 14, 12, and 8.
Gotcha. Yeah, I like that.
My 12-year-old is a lefty just like me too. So his name is Kingston. Oh yeah, he's like, he know. He loved Ja. He know. Mellow ball Ja is his type of guy.
Right. Mellow. Now I gotta add that. Have you had a conversation with Mello? Because he was one that went overseas.
No, I haven't. But I had a conversation with his dad at the Drew League, and you know, I just just saluted him and gave him his respect, because you know, I love it. Like, you know, the fact that you pushing your kids. Like, I love dads that push their kids.
Yes,
like, it's like, yo, like, because at the end of the day, they're already going into a situation where it's a lose-lose for them. Like, because people are always going to be talking. So at least you go home to your dad. Like, at least your inner is your biggest supporter. So I love what you do. I love what Bron does. I love what anybody, LaMelo Ball dad. I love what all y'all do.
So we speak it into existence. What you gonna do when it's your turn? When your son is a pro, what kind of dad you gonna be? You gonna be up in the suite? You gonna be front row? What you gonna do?
I'm gonna be lying down there with you. They gonna be giving me that red card. Get my ass up. Come on, you stop playing. You know what time it is. I'll be down there with you, man. Sit down there. Hey, what's up, Bob? I told you I was gonna be here. Shit, I'll be right there with you. What you talking about? We're gonna be down there together, getting that Tito's. Let's go.
Right.
What you talking about? Shit, on the rocks.
No doubt.
Hey, Brandon, we appreciate you coming, tapping in with Teed Up Podcast, man.
Man,
You
for
know,
real.
It was an honor to interview you and whatnot.
Nah, man,
for sure.
thank you, man. Thank you, man. You know, I respect what your son is doing, man. I tell him keep it going, keep his head up. No, forget what everybody's saying, man. Just stay locked in, bro.
Yeah.
Man, you keep being who you are, and you guys keep.
I ain't got no choice.
Yeah.
Bro, stay. I always say stay
can't be
hostile.
nobody else.
Yeah.
Who we gotta talk to about the Tuff Crowd, you know, with
I mean, you know, I told you earlier, you know, I want to do a collab with your son with a signature shoe, you know, some Tuff Crowd with the dog. So maybe we could work something in the works, you know. I did something with Curry, you know, that, you know, go down there with Ja, you know, do a little something.
That's a tough dog, though.
I know. We just saying, as dog, we gonna be all barking at the end of the day. So,
Hey,
No doubt.
This is Teed Up Podcast, man. Thank you, bro.
no, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Yes, sir.